Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very fun video for you today because today I'm going to be showing you a team that does 47, that's right, 47 million with no poisoner at all the way. So that's a 1 key for Nightmare. So for me, this is the team that I've been using. Just now started it, pulled Landicus on the video earlier today. If you haven't seen that one, look at the live stream from earlier today. And because we pulled Landicus, I was now able to build this team. I've always wanted to build a double charge team with Rhodos. It's absolutely hilarious to watch. So enjoy, and please do hit that like to help trick the YouTube algorithm into thinking we're more popular than we are, and subscribe because I love you, the Whale Pod. See ya and enjoy. Concept of this team is there's no poisons. It's just all about charging and proccing tons of bonus turns off of Relentless. So both Longbeard, Landicus, and Rhodos all have Relentless on them. Braglin just has like fairly fast gear plus kind of tanky gear. Alton just has like standard Alton gear, like defense, 100% crit rate, crit damage gloves, but like fairly tanky, right? And so the idea here is that both Longbeard and Landicus are going to constantly proc extra turns, like you can see here, which will obviously give them closer to a cooldown for the charge. You can see the charges. And every time a charge does in fact happen, see there's another turn with him. Every time a charge does in fact happen, Rhodos is going to do a ton of damage, have a chance to proc War Master again, apply defense down, but he's also going to get a chance to get a free turn. So when he gets a free turn, that starts the whole choo-choo train of him with his Relentless. So basically the idea is it's a giant RNG fest, and you don't have to mix around speed or anything. I didn't even mention what Raglan does in the team. So Raglan, she gets 15% turn meter for the allies when she basic attacks, right? 3 allies get it. And so what happens is she's getting charged in with Landicus and Longbeard and these, so she's driving turn meter to the team as well. And then since you're not really dealing with counterattacks, you're not really worried about having a Valkyrie or something in there, you're just constantly charging. You can just make these people as fast as you can possibly get them, basically. And it's really easy. Although Rhodos, I just put in pure damage gear, like just as Relentless, obviously, but as high attack is like 5,300 attack. And he's only like 233 crit damage or something. But he has really high attack. You can see the damage there, 255k each. And you can see the extra turns. I mean, look at that, 206. Tons and tons of extra turns. There's the turn meter from Raglan. It's actually a kind of cool team. Even people like Alton do a lot of damage on the basic attack. He's doing like 100k each. And I have a decent amount of attack on Landicus and Longbeard too, so they're even doing some. And then, you know, Landicus does the crit up and attack up too. So I guess I could go back and actually remove some of my crit rate if I really wanted to be even more efficient and boost my crit damage even more. This is literally the first, I don't even know how much damage I'm going to do. This is the first attempt ever. I wanted to test out Ultra Nightmare, but it wasn't up. It was the red one's about to end, and this is all blue people, and this team won't work at all. So I'm having to do it on normal Nightmare. I'm going to test this on Ultra Nightmare next. And the only problem is the punch. Like, trying to get the punch cleanse can be a problem. I think I need Raglan to be faster for that, just so she is going more often. That is kind of an issue, is when you punch like a Landicus or a Longbeard, it does kind of destroy a lot of your charging. You really need those guys to constantly go. The other thing is they all have the counterattack passive off, like when someone gets chunked a whole lot. So when someone's getting hit with like the big AoE, all of them can have a chance to like attack again and get even more damage with their War Master. See, like that right there. So you just got a counterattack, which is kind of interesting. And then I'm not really worried about Longbeard being very tanky at all. I have him being like actually fairly squishy, but just fast with Relentless. And he's probably going to die the first. And the idea is we almost want him to die, because then what's happening is Raglan is going to use her revive, which brings him to 100% turn meter. So if he does this charge like this and it goes off, and now they do their giant AoE here and kills the Longbeard, for instance, like it didn't do it yet, he just didn't do enough damage. But if it killed the Longbeard and then Raglan went and revived him, Longbeard would have actually like gained turn meter in a weird way, and then have another chance for Relentless to go again. So there's a whole bunch of interesting mechanics in it. It's all just pure RNG based upon Relentless and yada yada. See, there's the double counter and the counter attack RNG. I mean, there's so many layers of this. You know what it feels like? This feels like arena team, the clan boss. You know, arena team versus clan boss. I'm kind of anxious to see the damage. I'm pretty positive this is a 1 key, unless it's like I'm dying so quickly because we don't have like the shield from Valkyrie or anything. But we're getting so many turns to each one of the clan boss's turn. And I feel like Rhodos is getting like 500,000 damage just by himself every time the clan boss goes. And that seems kind of crazy. And even when Rhodos gets the counterattack from his passive, you know, he gets the extra turn there. There's 3 more turns. That's insane. And now when Lanicus and Longbeard charge, okay, there's the charge. Okay, he didn't get it that time, but he had a chance to get yet another turn. It's just crazy. So it looks like Longbeard is going to be the first one to die. We got the cleanse from Raglan. Raglan's cleanse, it doesn't always match perfect because the run is RNG, unfortunately. And the other issue is this team doesn't have a way to remove the attack up buff. So I'm sure I need to probably remove Raglan and change it up with a different kind of character. I was thinking like Rosin even would do plenty of additional damage, like 100k per, and you can also proc, you know, Giant Slayer, and he would get another version of Weaken and Defense Down. So there's probably that to it too. If I had like a real big poisoner, like maybe I would even throw in, maybe I could throw in, what's the Banshee girl, you know, the new rare or something, just, or like a relentless a co-brawler or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's a better spot for Raglan that I got to think about. I have a bad L. I could tune the bad L to the speed of the punches and just do that, and then he could cleanse them. That would give us more continuous heal and give poison on them too. There's probably a few other options that can increase this damage. But I do want to see the damage just based upon trying to charge the Rhodos in as much as possible, which is basically, this is Rhodos the movie here. And so that's kind of what we're doing, and that's more or less why I want to do this first, and then we're going to try the poisoners. The other thing is we also have Nethro. See, there he goes. See, there he goes. See, now we get the revive, and you see he gets the turn. That's the combo I'm talking about. The other thing is... oh, I could put in Nethro. Yes, she dies, though, now. Now, see, I don't know how good she is because she only got 1 revive off. We could put in Nethro, and with the double charge, we would have a whole bunch of Giant Slayer procs and the potential to get a bunch more poison. The downside of that being, 1, Nethro squishy, 2, doesn't provide more utility to the team, and 3, has a bad AI. So that would be the downside there. But that's sort of the purpose of testing this here. Oh, extra turns. It's coming down to the wire here. We're 7 minutes in. Can we get enough extra turns to heal everyone up? No charge there. Okay, Longbeard's going to go. Now it's down to the extra turns here to see how much. Look at that, 287,000, and that's with War Master. Like that could be a 400k hit basically. That's absolutely stupid when it comes to damage. When you get that weaken, you get that defense down, and then you hit with that, the ignore defense too. It's pretty crazy. See, like that, with no weaken even. And when's it going to end here? This team's going longer than I thought it would, I'll admit. I thought they would have been dead by now because there's no Valkyrie shield. That's the other thing. We could drop Raglan and literally just throw in Valkyrie and make Longbeard tanky so he doesn't die so soon. And then we could get counterattacks on top of it, and we have the buff duration increase. But look at that, 39.7. That's barely a 1 key, actually. I would have thought that it would have done more damage, but this is the very first attempt ever. And look, Rhodos did 16 million damage. So that tells us that Raglan is getting carried. Because if you look, even Longbeard, who himself, like, the damage counts from the other people, not him, right? Like, even Longbeard did more damage than the Raglan just by punching him in the weaken. So I think she's probably the weak link there. She's lagging as Raglan. Where is she? There she is. We're going to throw in a Valkyrie, and we will see exactly how much that changes it. And you can see here there's a difference for sure in the damage when we added Valkyrie. Valkyrie herself did 7.5, so we got more damage there, as well as the counterattacks gave Rhodos more damage, and you can see that reflected in his numbers at 18.8 million. I think we're going to remove Valkyrie and try a Lissandra lead with Alton as well as the next attempt, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow on the live stream. Okay, that's today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, as every subscriber matters for me, and I appreciate you a lot. Have a great day and enjoy the next video.